Okay, we're good to go. Hi, everyone. Good day to you all. Hi to our instructor, Mr. Alden Consing. For you guys watching today, Mr. Alden Consing is our instructor in our GE3 subject, and he instructed us to upload one of the topics and just share our insights to you guys regarding our assigned topic, which is global migration. Okay, so I hope you guys learned something from this. Now let's start. Okay, so again, good day everyone. Good night because it's already nighttime. Good day everyone. Before we start, okay, I just want you to first imagine something. Just imagine this situation. Okay? Imagine a parent. Okay, imagine a parent leaving their home. Nilaya sila silang home, leaving their family or even their comfort zone. Not because they want to, but because they need to. They want a better job, better income, or a better future for their children. This situation is something many of us Filipinos are already familiar with, right? Today, we'll be talking about a very important topic that affects not only our country, but the whole world. And I'm sure you already seen from the screen already, our topic is all about global migration. All right, so for insights, I know you guys know already what is global migration, but for um, proper topic introduction, global migration is simply the movement of people from one country to another. Okay? People migrate for many reasons. We all know that already. Some migrate to work, some to study, and some to enjoy their families, others to escape danger or poverty. Right? True kaya na. In the Philippines, we see this clearly through our overseas Filipino workers or OFWs who work in different parts of the world. In this presentation, we will explain what global migration is. Okay, we will re-explain what global migration is, why people migrate, the benefits of legal migration, and the problems that can happen when migration is done legally or illegally, and illegally or without the proper rules. Right? We'll explain in our kan. I know you didn't understand that. We will explain um, the the problems that can happen or the outcome that can happen when migration is done legally and illegally. All right? That is clear. So as if we are explaining it to a child who is curious and willing to learn. Okay, so in our topic, by the end of this presentation, we hope you will learn better understand why migration happens, why doing it legally is important, and how it affects not just migrants, but also their families, their home country, the countries that receives them. All right, let's start.
Okay, so thank you, Jaser, for that wonderful introduction. Hello, my name is Jobert Mark Sinopia, and I am going to talk about what is global migration. So, what is global migration? Now, for starters, it's basically when people move from one country to another, usually for a better life. Like, imagine you're living in the Philippines or you are in the Philippines and you somehow got an opportunity to work or study abroad. That's an example of global migration. It's a big deal kasi it involves crossing international borders, adapting to new cultures, and starting fresh. Now, global migration is driven by a myriad of factors like economic opportunities, safety, education, or family ties. Maraming Pinoy, for instance, became OFWs, overseas Filipino workers, sa Middle East, Japan, or US para mas magandang buhay. It's not always easy, but it's a chance for a better future. Global migration affects not just individuals, but also the countries they live and join. It shapes cultures, economies, and societies in big ways. So now that you know what global migration is, the real question you want to ask is why people migrate to begin with. Now, one big reason is simply to find better jobs. Kasi sa Pilipinas, opportunities can be limited, especially in rural areas. So kapag may chance ka makapagtrabaho sa ibang bansa, like sa Middle East, Japan, or Canada, that's already a big deal. a big opportunity, I might say. You get better pay, good working conditions, and makakapag-support ka pa sa pamilya mo. Another reason is for higher income. Life is better if you have good pay, right? You can save more, build a house, or send your kids to school. That's why maraming Pinoy ngayon become OFWs para maibsan ang financial struggles. Now, some people also migrate for safety from conflict or gera. If there's instability sa country mo, then it might be better for you to move somewhere safe. And of course, education opportunities are also a big factor. Maraming Pinoy want to study abroad, like sa US, UK, or Australia. Para naman mas maganda ang future, di ba? And lastly, reuniting with family. Minsan, may mga pamilya na nagsettle na sa ibang bansa. So, it's easier kung makasama ka na rin, di ba? And now for the other topic, which is the types of migration, which will be explained to my co-reporter, Eman R. Deloria.
So next, we're going to discuss about the types of migration. So we have two, which are legal migration and illegal migration. So to discuss first the legal migration, allow me to give its definition. So legal migration happens when a person moves from one country to another by following laws and rules of the destination country. So it is a process, travel or transferring of country with documents ni siya. For example, or we say proper documents. So for example, visas, work permits, residence permits, or even contracts sa ato mga overseas Filipino workers, also known as or OFWs, by the government. So yes, mo to siya definition for legal migration. So with proper processes and documents na pag-transfer sa another country, it can be considered as legal migration. So examples ani kay o to mga OFW. So kato magtrabaho sa another country. So na sila contract. So mo to yung mga consider as proof nga they are considered as legal migrants. Another example is an international student studying in Japan with a student visa. Mo na siya if na ay example, estudyante ka then you want to study to the another country, if naka-student visa, you are a illegal migrant. Kasi siya matawag na illegal migration. So next, to speak of illegal migration, yung definition is, it occurs when a person enters, stays, or works in another country without proper authorization or legal documents. So mani katong nangadto sa another country nga patago and gapla na sila nga magstay og very long time. So if ever masakpan sila nga illegal migrant sila, na tendencies nga mapriso or ma-deport pabalik sa country. Or iba na sila sa country to. Depende. Patakabalo sa country nga ilang gyantuan ang sa mga rules and policies dito when it comes to migrations or mga migrants. So this may involve overstaying, yes, or entering a country secretly. So example na ni, kay, syempre, person entering country without visa or passport. Actually, if okay passport mo with visa, hindi mo ka makalupad, di ba? Pero anyways, naman ko pwede ma-magic. Depende, if money can do everything, money will. Money can do everything. Another example is someone crossing borders secretly to avoid immigration checks. So, basta lagi pag na ay money, pwede, good magic, makalusot siya sa borders without any security check-ups sa mga ano. So, maura to guys. So, thank you for listening. And let's now proceed to our next reporter, which is Ruby Jane T5.
Next is we are going to be discussing the benefits of legal migration. So by the way, I am Rubjane Cinco and I am going to explain to you the benefits of legal migration for migrants. So when we say benefits, of course, we are referring to the positive impacts and yes, those impacts that are good for a person. So, legal migration provides a structured pathway that significantly enhances a person's financial, social, and professional well being. So, by entering a country through official channels, migrants unlock protections and opportunities that are often unavailable to those in irregular situations. So first benefit we have is better salary. So legal status allows migrants to access the formal labor market where minimum wage laws, overtime pay, and fair market rates are enforced. On average, international migrants can see their income increase by 3 to 6 times compared to their home country. So, yung anak ka grabe. Next is better quality of life. Higher earnings combined with access to public infrastructure such as high quality healthcare, modern housing, and advanced education systems lead to a significantly higher standard of living for the migrant and their family, of course. Next is safety and rights. Legal migrants are protected by the host countries, labor laws, and international human rights. Kaya of course, naa sila ang nga country. This includes the right to a safe working environment, protection from arbitrary deportation, and the ability to seek legal recourse if they are mistreated or exploited. Next is opportunity to learn skills and new languages. So of course, if naakasla in a country, of course, imong gi-adapt ang kung unsay ilang language na to better communicate with other people. Being legally employed often involves formal training and integration programs. Immersing oneself in a new professional environment and culture naturally fosters soft skills and fluency in a new language, of course, what I mentioned earlier, which increases long term employability. So, when you are fluent in the language that they are used to speak, and you also learn the skills in your new job, it makes your job a lot easier, and also if you also love your job. next is Next benefit is more stable jobs. So legal documents provide the right to work, meaning migrants can sign long-term contracts. It could be for 2 years or so, like that. I think it's that long. And this stability allows for career progression, access to social security, and the ability to plan for the future without the constant fear of losing work due to a change in legal status. So those are the benefits of legal migration for migrants. Next is the benefits of legal migration for the home country. Thank you.
I'm Mark Justin Echelon, and the next we're going to tackle about is the benefits of legal migration for home country, Philippines. So the first one is remittance, money coming from OFWs. Um, so when Filipinos work abroad, they send money back to the Philippines. This money is called remittance because it helps families pay for food, education, and daily needs. Um, And the second one is reduces unemployment. So when people migrate to another country for work, the number of people that seeks jobs in the Philippines becomes smaller. This helps reduce unemployment because fewer people are competing for the same local jobs. The third one is improves families' lives. So when mig- when people work abroad, their salary increase. Therefore, it increases the family income. With more money, families can afford better housing, food, and education. Um, this will lead to an improved quality of life and a better opportunities for their children. Um, and lastly is to help. It helps the Philippine economy grow. So remittances increases the country's spending power. So when families spend money on goods and services in the Philippines, like food, clothes, and education or schools, businesses earn more, which strengthen the economy. Um, the government also benefits through taxes and businesses growth. So example of this, OFW sent $36 billion in 2023. So this shows how huge the contribution of OFWs is to the Philippine economy. Um, the billions they sent helps support millions of families and play a major role in keeping the economy strong. So this is the benefits of legal migration for home country Philippines. The next topic will be tackled by my co-presentator.
All right, so thank you, Mark Justin Holon, for explaining your topic precisely and really well. We understood it really well. So our next topic, it is all about the benefits of legal migration for host country na naman. All right, so now let us talk about the benefits of migration for the host country or the country that receives the migrants. Okay, so first we have here the positive benefits is more workers, right? So migrants, as we all know, bring new skills and ideas. They contribute their knowledge, experience, and work ethic really well. Okay? Many Filipino workers are known worldwide for being hardworking, caring, and skilled, especially in fields like healthcare, construction, and service industries. Okay? So when people migrate legally, the host country also gains many advantages, right? That is why we come up to our second, which is it feels job shortages. There are many jobs that local citizens may not want to do, or jobs where there are not enough workers. Migrants help fill these gaps so important services can continue, right? So third, migrants add cultural diversity. They introduce new food, traditions, values, and perspectives. These help societies become more open, understanding, and globally connected. Our fourth is migrants help boost the economy. They work, pay taxes, buy goods, and support businesses in the host country. Because of this, migration becomes not just a social issue, but also an economic benefit. Okay, do you agree with that? I agree with that. Clear real life example of this is Japan hiring Filipino caregivers and nurses. Japan has an aging population, meaning there are many elderly people but not enough young workers to take care of them. Filipino caregivers help support Japan's healthcare systems while also earning a stable income for their families back home. So this shows that when migration is done legally and properly, it creates a situation where both the migrants and the host country benefit. Okay, so that's it for this topic.
Good day. I am Shamarsi Tamid. So I'm going to discuss the part of problem of illegal migration for migrants. So which is the negative side. So first is no rights, no protection. So legal migrants have no rights and no protection because they do not have legal papers from the government. So no rights ka kay ano. Kung naka ng specific country, tas syempre patago man ka, wala kay right, wala kay kumbaga freedom, kay patago man ka sa government. So next is also the no protection ka, kay syempre illegal ka na ano, migrant di sa specific country. So no protection ka, kay hadlok man ka syempre hadlok ka mabalaan sa government kay, which is dili pwede kay wala makay legal document or valid papers. So no protection ka, wala di ka ma-protectionan sa government ka ng specific country. Kay illegal man ka na migrant. Hadlok man ka masakpan ng mabalaan sa gobyerno sa anang country ya. So next is high risk of abuse or scam. So illegal migrants have a high risk of abuse or scams because some people promise them jobs but the jobs are fake. So usan dito kay pag moadto ka dito sa example dito sa Pilipinas, moadto ka sa lain bansa sa mga Indonesia or Saudi man, tapos pag-abot dito kay fake na dito yung job application. So high risk of abuse or scams kay maaaring maging slave ra ka dito or magtrabaho kag job na which is walay salary. So mo to kay na scam ka. Mo na to itong mausa ka example. So next is can be deported anytime. Illegal migrants can be deported anytime because staying without legal papers is against the law. So saan dito itong mga Chinese dito sa Pilipinas na wala mga valid papers or document. So i-deport sila. So mo na to. So next is dangerous travel routes. So illegal migrants often use dangerous travel routes like small boats or hidden trucks, which can cause them such as accidents. So syempre for example na small boats ka tiya to kag line patago ka atong lugar tas katong agyan atong lugar na dagat kay kusog kayo balod tas small boat ay bugawi, so dangerous kayo ka mo to. So pati tapos ng mga hidden routes kay patago ka na truck di mo alam kung saan mo gisakyan na truck. So that's all for my part. So for the next topic, it be my co-reporter Mark Cedric. So that's all everyone, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Shamir. So, I am Mark Cedric E. Ferrer and I'll be tackling about open border policies. So, country allows very easy entry across borders. So, diri nga policy guys is ang country is wala kay restriction sa pagpasulod sa mga for example, dili na kay kinahanglan kuan mga okay nagwalay visa or passports or permit para makasulod. So kani nga policy nag-cause og mga issues, for example overcrowding. So kay open man lagi daghan kayong na possibility nga daghan kayong muanha nga mga turista. Og ikaduha is ang mag-weekend ang security ngano man kay naay mga illegal nga mga produkto nga mosulod, naay mga supplier, mga tao nga magpasulod og mga illegal nga mga produkto, or let's say illegal drugs. O kasagaran ana is guys nga mopasulod isang mga Chinese. Daghan ta nakita na nga balita nga magkuan sila, mag pasulod sila og mga illegal drugs diri sa Pilipinas. So ang ikatulo is ang job competition. Example, ang mga OFWs, mga Filipino workers nga nagtrabaho sa laing nasod. So nagyoy competition sa trabaho between Filipino workers ug mga local workers. So ang sunod nato itakol is ang Philippine example. So natay upat ka example diri. So kanipod nga borders I mean open border policies is nagi positive and negative impact. So ang positive impact ani is ang mga OFW migrating legally. So OFW means overseas Filipino workers, or ginatawag po na nga bagong bayani, muna sila bagong bayani. So sila mga Filipino workers nga nagtrabaho sa laing nasod. Muna ta akong gisultigan niya. Nga naman, of course, sa laing nasod is dako og sweldo. Dako og sweldo na ay kasuporta sa pamilya. So munang kasagaran mga for example mga nurses nanggawa sila kay mas dako og sweldo dito. Ano say positive impact sa open borders policy. However, naasa tay negative nga impact. So kaning tulo ka kuan kani sila related ra gyud siya guys. For example ano siya negative impact or negative nga kuan, Filipinos who go to Middle East without proper papers. So mo ni katong mga kung makita ninyo guys is pwede ra nato siya i-relate diri sa ikaupat kabantay or kani ganing tulo, murag related ra gyud na silang tulo. Kaning naay mga Filipino nga ilang na-applyan nga recruitment is illegal. So manang naay mo promise nila nga makuan sila, makatrabaho sila sa gawas, nara sila bayaran. Pero pagka humandi ay wala, na-scam sila. O kung naaman gani makasulod kay lagi illegal man. So na kuan na sila, muna gitawag og backdoor ba, illegal. So naiuban nga nakalapos, nakagawas gyud. Kaso prone kay sa abuse kay wala may mulaban nila ana kay lagi illegal. So muna for example, ang kasagaran especially sa mga babae kana gid sila kasagarang mabiktima sa physical and sexual abuse tungod na sa illegal recruitments. So ang government is nag-deploy og kuan I mean nag-implement og deployment bans. Pasabot ani guys is gi-implement nila ni para i-warn ang mga citizen about sa illegal recruitments or illegal recruiters. So kani pong human trafficking cases is direct po ni siya nga effect sa illegal recruitment. Okay, for example, na-recruit ka sa kuan illegal nga na kasulod sige nakasulod ka sa illegal recruitment. Kakabalo nga gipa ako na day ka patuon ka dito kay for example gamiton ka as sex kanang nga na gani sa sex kanang videohan mo nga na kay magkuan og mga sa pornography. Then pwede pag i-force mo patrabaho yan na kada bang ma-violate na gani inyong human rights man siya human trafficking cases. So direct na siya nga effect sa illegal recruitment. So mo to siya basta na illegal recruitment kung makasulod na ka ana muna na siya ma-force na ka dito nga mo to na mo na nang ma-abuse na ka kaya wala man kay mahimo kay illegal lagi walay mo laban nimo. So that's all guys, thank you. So ang conclusion is ihatag na nako ni Mr. Banico. Thank you.
All right, so thank you for that, Mark, Cedric, for explaining your topic really well. Now it's time to summarize and conclude our topic or summarize everything we have discussed. So migration is a natural and unavoidable part of our world today. People move from one country to another in search for better opportunities, safety, and a better future for their families. When migration is done legally, it brings many benefits. Migrants gain better jobs and protection. Families in the Philippines benefit from remittances, and host countries gain workers, skills, and economic growth. However, when migration is done illegally, it becomes very dangerous. Migrants face abuses, exploitation, and fear of deportation. Host countries also experience challenges such as security concerns and pressure on public services. This is why it is very important to promote safe, legal, and responsible migration. Governments, communities, and individuals all have a role to play in making migration a positive experience instead of a harmful one. As Filipinos, many of us have family members who are migrants. And understanding this topic helps us become more informed, more empathetic, and more responsible citizens in a globalized world. So thank you very much guys for listening and we hope you learned something meaningful from our presentation today. So thank you guys for watching our video and that is it for global migration. Thank you so much.